And what's up, sports fans? And welcome to the Savannah Sports Report, hosted by the coach, Carl Damasi. Wednesday night, August 27th. It's like 20 degrees cooler back here. That's right. Where am I? I'm at the Coach's Corner World of Sports on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage. But I promise you, I won't sing. I'm just going to talk a lot of sports here, local sports. And as you can see behind me, my computer just timed out, so we don't have the Coach's Corner logo. But once again, I'm glad you could be here. Remember, every Wednesday night, here talking about local sports, live sports, local sports all the time, and it's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. And don't forget, we have two shows. We have the Coach's Corner Sports Network with Rubbin and Grubbin, the original, the OG of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. And then yours truly, the Carl Damasi Sports Report, was now the Savannah Sports Report, hosted by the coach, Carl Damasi. So I'm glad you could join in. And once again, I said this last week, if you tuned in, every Thursday and Friday morning, the show will be replayed. The audio will be replayed on the Superstations, 104.3 FM Savannah, back on the radio. I know it's taped. I know it's a replay, but you know what? I'm back. Hopefully down the road I can get something live, but I'm glad I could be on the airwaves Thursday and Friday morning, 6 to 7 a.m. That's the best I could do, but I got to thank, of course, Bill Shanks and the Superstations for bringing the coach back on. Just so you know, Thursday morning show is from the previous Wednesday night, so August 20th. And this show, August 27th, will be aired Friday, August 27th, okay? August 29th. Okay, so let me get that straight. So let's go. We got a lot to talk about. Got a great show lined up. We'll take 3 steps in the door. We're going to talk about local sports, what's going on here related to Savannah, Georgia sports. That's step 1 in the door. That's segment 1, okay, or segment 1 of the show. Segment 2, about 7:15. Going to do this a little earlier tonight. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete. This young man just got an offer from Alabama. That's right. Alabama just offered Emerson Lewis at a Calvary Day School, rising junior. Well, he is a junior because school started. Unbelievable. I think he's got like 20 offers, but he's this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete. Emerson Lewis from Calvary Day School, defensive back, all-state, preseason all-state, all Savannah Morning News. You got to love it. And then about 7:30, the reason why I pushed it back is we're going to have the head coach from Bethesda Academy, Antwain Turner, talking about their grand opening of their new field right there on the campus of Bethesda Academy. Or it used to be the Bethesda Boys, the Bethesda School for Boys, okay? So now it's Bethesda Academy. Yeah, tongue-tied there, but, you know, I'll get it straight. So I can't wait till 7:30. Then at 7:45, I got a special guest. We're going to bring on Brandon Bain, the host of the other Coach's Corner Sports Network show, Rubbin and Grubbin. But this guy, this young guy, he knows NASCAR. He knows Georgia football. And what is it? It's opening weekend for college football, starting tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. The pros will start the next week. So he's got a lot to talk about the Georgia Bulldogs. That will be about 7:45. And I'll close it out with Carl's Corner, my editorial on something that relates to sports, high school sports, or here in Savannah, Georgia. Okay, so I got to keep track of the time here. I got to get rolling. I got to be out here about 9 minutes. So let's go. 3 steps in the door. And if you're watching, I got my little notes up there so you can follow along. If you're listening, just pay attention, okay? Of course, 3 steps in the door for August 27th, hosted by the coach, Carl Damasi. Key stories from August 21st, since the last time I was here, to tonight, okay? So here we go. Let's go. Step 1, youth to high school news, okay? Pigskin Roundup, that's right there. You see it, or you might want to check it out on prepsportsreport.com. Prepsportsreport.com. That's where I break down all the schools, give you an intensive, comprehensive recap of the Savannah High School football matchups from the previous weeks. That was week 2. I'll try and get highlights, and I try to get a coach's comment about all the games. So final scores from last Thursday night. Here we go. Thursday, August 21st, St. Andrews beat Hilton Head Prep 28-14 in a half-shortened game. Shortened game because of lightning, and they got no lights over there. And I just found out the reason why they don't have lights on Hilton Head Prep's campus because of the sea turtles. All right. So win there for Coach West Wetherington and the Lions. Athens Academy came in and beat Savannah Country Day 28-0. Friday night, Houston County, Effingham County had a shootout, 56-42 Houston County. Savannah Christian played New Hampstead. and it was a 28-12 Raider win. Groves traveled to West Lawrence, lost 49-0. Windsor Forest beat Brantley County 19-6. Aquinas beats Bryan County 38-7. Buford, one of the top teams in the nation, comes in and beats Benedictine at Memorial Stadium 42-14. And Richmond Hill in their opener on Monday night. That's right. They got canceled Friday night. They got canceled Saturday afternoon, but they played it Monday night. Monday night high school football. They beat Glenn Academy 21-0 in that beautiful new stadium over there on the campus of the new Richmond Hill High School. All right, cancellations. West over at Bradwell was canceled. Not going to be rated up. Thomas Hayward at Bethesda Academy. This was supposed to be Bethesda's first home game of the year. Canceled because of lightning. They moved it to October 17th. And then Beach at Savannah High. It was 7-0 Beach. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. But with 3 lightning strikes, they suspended the game. So that was last week's scores. This week's schedule starts tomorrow night. Long County at Johnson at Savannah High School Stadium. And on Friday night, Everglades from Florida comes in to come into Richmond Hill's brand new stadium. Effingham County travels to Pooler to take on New Hampstead. South Effingham's at Toombs County. Toombs County is ranked number 1 in the state again. They won the championship last year, even though Savannah Christian did beat them during the regular season. Benedictines at Burke County, still looking for their first win. Benedictine won't play a home game now till October 3rd. Wow. Oceanside Collegiate, 2-time defending state champion out of South Carolina, taking on Calvary Day School at Calvary Day School. Jenkins at Groves. That'll be at Memorial Stadium. Southeast Bullock at Island Stadium. Windsor Forest at Liberty County. Savannah Christian at Mount Perrin up in Atlanta. Again, that's 2 out of the first 3 weeks for the Raiders. They're traveling to Atlanta. Port of Gouds at Savannah Country Day. That's Savannah Country Day's 3rd home game in a row. They'll hit the road next week. And Port of Goud, Hilton Head Christian comes to Bethesda. And then Central Fellowship at St. Andrews in Daffin Park at 7 p.m. The Prep Sports Report games of the week are Oceanside Collegiate at Calvary Day School, be covered via Nathan Dominance. And then the other one at Bethesda will be I just lost my train of thought here. Bethesda. I don't have it on my list here. Bethesda's hosting Hilton Head Christian on Friday. Sorry, I left it off the notes there. So that'll be the other game. Jeff Moeller will be covering it for the Prep Sports Report. Okay, so that's the schedule. Okay, next step, there's a lot of golf going on. We got a junior golf. The junior tour powered by Under Armour has their fall schedule now for Savannah. September 1st, it's at the Forest Hill, Richmond Hill, Savannah Country Club, Savannah Harbor, and Georgia Southern Golf Clubs. Different age groups, formats, and awards. National path. Go to the Prep Sports Report. You can find out where you can register. The Savannah Junior City Amateur, you have to register by September. Registration opens September 1st. The tournament is October 18th, 19th at Bacon Park. There are divisions. Entry fee is $50. Go online, baconparkgolf.com, or in the pro shop starting September 1st to sign up for the Savannah City Junior Amateur. All right. Football rankings, Georgia High School Football Daily. BC dropped down to number 7 in Class 4A. In that 1A, 3A private schools, Savannah Christian move up to number 3. Calvary stayed at number 5. Calvary had the bye week. Softball rankings from coachesbox.com. Effingham County is number 7 in 5A. South Effingham is number 8. Honorable mention, Bryan County and Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill had their opening last night of their softball field. Home runs going all over the place. Volleyball rankings. Now, this is from Max Preps. I thought it would be fun. But here are the Savannah area top teams. You have the team, you have the ranking, the team, overall rating with the Max Prep formula, and the power of their schedule. So it goes Richmond Hill, the Habersham Schools, St. Vincent, South Effingham, Savannah Christian, Calvary Day, and Effingham County. All right, let's get into college. Georgia Bulldogs open this Saturday against Marshall at 3:30 p.m. Between the Hedges. It's going to be on ESPN. They're 39.5 favorites over Marshall. And I found something interesting. Kirby Smart against the spread, when it's over 38 points, is 0-12 against the spread. That doesn't mean he's 0-12 in games. I mean, that was something interesting. Offense and the quarterback transition, that's what we're going to be looking at. The spotlight's going to be on Gunnar Stockton, okay? So we'll be seeing even from the ever-critical Paul Feinbaum. He says he's going to be a rising star. The Georgia's defense is going to be a little new with defensive line, and we'll hopefully see Elijah Griffin, true freshman from Savannah Christian, playing on Saturday against Marshall. Okay, Georgia Tech, Friday night, okay, is at Colorado, they're taking on the Buffaloes, okay? They enter a 4.5-point favorite, 9:30 Friday night, ESPN. Coach Kesey says they're returning a lot of experienced players. He's optimistic, and is only going to go upward, okay? Georgia Southern out in California, taking on Fresno State. It'll be 9:30 on the Eastern, our Eastern time, 6:30 on the coast. Then they'll stay there because then they're going to come back and play USC, University of Southern California, not University of South Carolina, the following week. So it's August 30th, kickoff at 9:30. Check it out. Sorry, Fox Sports 1. Georgia Southern is favored by 1.5. Helton Outlook. He lauds the team maturity and urges focus on avoiding early game mistakes, which they had a lot last year. All right, Savannah State opens up Saturday, 6 p.m. against Edward Waters. It's a big SIGAC game. They are picked to finish 6th. The Tigers will lean on a seasoned defensive core. Coach Kelton says the squad's energy and veteran depth point to a potential breakout getting past that 5-5 mark. All right, the Braves, they won big today again. Wild card. They're 9th in the NL wild card race. They're 11 games back in the division standings. They dropped 2 out of 3 to the Mets, but they salvaged the series with a 4-3 victory the last game. Offensive explosion last night. They scored 9 runs in the 9th inning last night to break a 2-2 tie to beat the Marlins, and they won today against the Marlins. Once again, we have another injury. We lost third baseman Austin Riley for the rest of the season. Had surgery on his abdomen, so hopefully he'll be back by spring training. Where are we at now? I got less than a minute. Okay, Falcons, they got a week to kick off. They lost their starting tackle. Preseason last game, they lost 31-13. Depth concerns in certain key positions. They open up against Tampa Bay. They host Tampa Bay on September 7th in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Bananas all over the place this weekend. They're going to be at PNC Park, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates, against the Tailgaters. Then they'll go to Petco Park in San Diego. Then they go to Yankee Stadium. Then Seattle, the home of the Mariners. Then they go to Dakin Park in Houston. And then they'll finally come home and play their championship in the first week of October. All right. Brian Harmon, great showing at the FedEx Championship. He was number 12th in the rankings, did not make the Ryder Cup. They chose 2 other guys, okay? He finished tied for 3rd at the FedEx Cup. Had a great final day. Shot a 63. Gene Sowers and Tim O'Neill tied for 38th at the Alley Challenge. They're off this week. The top 72 players make it in the Charles Schwab Cup standings. O'Neill is 39th. Sowers is 77th. So the top 72 players make it. And then don't forget this Saturday in Soundgarden, get your tickets on Eventbrite, the Yacht Club, okay? Then we have right across the parking lot, we have Thunderbolt Indoor Golf and Games, virtual golf courses, 2 great bays, play any course in the world. You don't want to be out in the heat. You don't want to be out in the rain. Come over here and check out the Thunderbolt Indoor Golf game. So once again, the 2 shows, your show right here, the Savannah Sports Report with the coach, Carl Damasi, and then Rubbin and Grubbin every Saturday, every Wednesday. They're on every Wednesday from 5 to about 6, and I'm from 7 to 8. So check it out. Coach's Corner, Savannah's home for sports music, food, and fun. Okay, got to get out of here. My guest is waiting. I got to break down this really quick because I really only got about 12 minutes in each section, but I can't wait to talk to this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. I know this kid since he's been a 3rd grader, walking around the fields over at Islands High School with his brother. So it's pretty exciting to see how he's grown. Like I said, he just got an offer from Alabama. That'll be from Calvary Day School, junior defensive back, Emerson Lewis. You're watching and listening now to the Carl Damasi Sports Report. That's what it used to be. You're listening now to the Savannah Sports Report, hosted by the coach Carl Damasi, all on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, now on Thursday and Friday mornings on the Superstations, 104.3 FM. Be back right away with our next guest. Stay tuned. You got to love it. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden. Now, more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day. Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary Day School, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ at Calvary Day School. We would consider it a privilege to meet with you and your family personally. Call Alicia Bain, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299. Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room. If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back, sports fans, to the Savannah Sports Report, hosted by the coach, Carl Damasi. Now, this segment usually happens about 7:30 on a Wednesday night. So if you're listening on a Thursday or Friday morning, we're replaying this. So this is the live, I don't know what you call it, a vlogcast, it's a live video. But this is my favorite part of the show. This is where I talk to the kids about what they've been doing, something special. And this young man, he's getting recognized all over the place. Calvary Day School has built a reputation for producing some of the top football talent in Savannah. And junior defensive back, Cavalier, Emerson Lewis, is quickly adding his name to that list. With football in his blood and brothers already playing at the college level, Lewis has carved out his own identity, not like his brothers, okay? Well, one's a defensive lineman, one's a wide receiver. He's playing a defensive back. So on the field, it's a playmaker and a leader. He's coming out off a breakout sophomore season with 5 interceptions, 44 tackles, a blocked field goal, and he's drawing attention from powerhouse programs, like I said, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia Tech, just to name 3. You could probably name about the other 17 for us when I talk to him. So we're going to sit down with Emerson Lewis to talk about his journey, his growth, and what lies ahead for this young man, one of this area's brightest defensive backs in the area. Joining me on the Coach's Corner hot seat this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from, where else? Calvary Day School, Emerson Lewis. What's up, Emerson? How's it going?
How you doing, Mr. Mossy?
Hey, I'm doing good. You're no longer that little 4th, 5th grader around the sidelines there, buddy.
No, man. Time's changing for real. Time's changing for sure. Surely.
So you're catching up to your big brothers, right?
Yeah, man. That's like something I always wanted to do for real.
First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Say that again?
I said, can you hear me?
Well, first of all, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. First of all, congratulations on all your hard work and the success you've had so far. On social media, all those extra practice days, workout days is paying off, and you've made a name for yourself. We know about your brothers. Langston, of course, is at Central Michigan playing for the Chippewas, and your older brother, Future's up at Georgia State playing defensive line. But, I mean, it's great to see how you've grown. And I'm telling you, people, he used to be on the sidelines over at Highlands High School when Langston was playing, and watching him run around was pretty special. So, but first of all, okay, we know football's a big part of your family, with both of your brothers playing at the next level. How have they helped you as a player? Have they helped their little brother?
Yes, sir. It's like you said, really just growing up, watching them be on the sideline. It's just like seeing them firsthand, them mentoring me, because they're like 3 years older than me. They just drilling into my mentality. It's like if football is what you want to do when you grow up, and you can do it, because I'm seeing them do it. I'm on the sideline watching Langston. I was at the Futures games on the sideline sometimes too. It's just really just mentoring me and just like me seeing with my own eyes that I can do it for sure.
Did they pick on you a little?
Oh man, they had to, man. It's just that's what made me really tough. Like we go in the backyard, practice football with no equipment on, tackling each other. Like it's different for real, for real, for real.
All right. Well, last year you had 5 interceptions, 44 tackles, and you blocked a field goal, which I said it in the intro. What play or game meant the most to you last year as a sophomore? What stood out? What was your memorable moment last year as a sophomore?
Honestly, the game that probably meant the most to me was when we lost to Oceanside up, and we played at the City Dale. That's when I had that blocked field goal. That play right there is probably like one of the most memorable plays because it's a blocked field goal. You really don't like off the edge, coming around the corner, blocking the field goal. That changes like those points matter on the board. So that's probably one of my most memorable moments for sure.
And like I said, I've been watching you on social media, training hard. Give us a rundown how you train and how you get ready during the off season to improve your game, strength wise, speed wise, mental training. How do you get yourself better?
Speed wise, I'm working on agility, fast twitch stuff with my trainer, Bino Jones. He's the son of Coach Carter. He trains at Savannah State. I'm working with my teammates. I'm working with James Mobley, Jalen Hicks, Marlon Knight, Sean Williams, Scotty. We're just working on schemes. I'm working with Time and James in the routes. Mentally, just not even getting involved in just off the field stuff and just staying focused on like the end of the year goal for sure.
All right. Well, we know every athlete faces challenges, no matter what or how far they are in their career. What's been the hardest challenge you had to overcome in football so far?
Hardest challenge I had to overcome in football is adversity. It's like for example, last year we played against Prince Avenue at our house. It was like it went left pretty fast, and it's like Calvary hasn't seen that in a long time, where a team just comes in your home a late round of playoffs and just takes it from you. Like that's just like really, it's like they took it from us last year. So it was adversity and just like trying to stay together as a team and not just having a I mentality. Really, honestly.
Nice, nice. All right. So I know I had my son go there. Your older brother went there. Calvary has a reputation throughout the state as being a strong program. And my question to you is, what do you see your role on this team, and especially on the defense? Since you started as a freshman, you started as a sophomore, and how your skills help?
Um, cut out for a second. Definitely,
Okay,
like
we're back to.
yes, sir. I got you. Coming in as a freshman and sophomore year, we had Amari Drew, Trevor Strobridge. Looking up to them when I was just an underclassman, just showing their passion and leadership for the game. I kind of just took it and ran with it, and just did that in different form. Like this year, I would consider myself a leader for the defense, but as a team in general, just setting the example and just doing what Coach Ken would like us to do every day.
Nice. And if you're just tuning in, I know we had a little glitch there in the internet. You're listening or watching the Savannah Sports Report with the coach, Carl Damasi, and we're at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week with junior defensive back Emerson Lewis, who's got a number of offers. He just got an offer the other day from Alabama. Pretty special young man, and I've had the privilege of watching him grow up. All right, so you just said coaches, Coach Cameron, Coach Stroud. How has your coaches helped you grow, and what does it mean to have your mom and dad there helping you also?
Man, coaching, when Coach Stroud was the head coach at Calvary, it was like he took me in as a freshman. I've always been around the culture of Calvary Day, so I already knew what standard was coming as a freshman. So that's really what helped me start as a freshman. Coach Reggie, he's our DB coach. Like coming into high school, I was actually a receiver, and he told me like, if you want to get on the field, you gotta go to DB. So I just trusted him. Really, it's really just been trust and the understanding of what needs to be done for stuff to be happening. And my parents, like, they mean a lot to me. My mom and dad is just honestly want to make them proud every single day. Is really just what motivates me as a person on and off the field.
I bet you they keep on your academics too, right?
Oh yeah, definitely for sure, for sure.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, I've been saying it all along. You just got an offer from Alabama, Auburn, Georgia Tech. You can throw some other schools in there if you want. But my question to you is, and I want people to notice, how are you managing the recruitment process, and what are you seeking in a college program?
How I'm handling the recruiting process, I would definitely say I'm taking my time, talking to every single coach, not shutting out no program at all, because you never know what can happen in your circumstances or their circumstances for sure. What I'm looking for in a program is coach relationship, player development for the NFL, and just overall better living for my family, like for sure, and playing time for sure.
Nice, nice. Okay, this is the fun part. I know I didn't give you all the questions here, but we call this rapid fire. So make believe they're throwing pass at you, and you got to catch them as quick as you can. Okay, what's your favorite go-to meal before a game?
My favorite go-to meal is 2 bananas and probably some Welch's gummies.
Okay, who's been the toughest wide receiver you had to face so far in your first 2 years as a defensive back at Calvary?
Toughest receiver I ever had to face was probably Logan Brooken, Clemson commit.
Nice.
Freshman year of
Okay.
high school.
Yeah, I know you had to cover him. A pretty big dude, right?
Yeah, he's huge, dude.
Okay, your favorite hype song that you like to listen to before the kickoff?
A song that gets me like going every time is definitely Skrilla by Kodak Black.
Okay. Which NFL player do you try to play like?
I try to represent my game from J.C. Horn and Jalen Ramsey for sure.
Nice. What's one thing people don't know about you off the field?
One thing people probably couldn't even guess about me is that I have a playlist full of country music. I really do like country music. For sure.
Nice, nice. Okay. All right. Now, this is your team. Your teammates might be listening. Okay. Who's the funniest teammate in the Calvary locker room?
Honestly, our funniest teammate, it probably is Raheem. Raheem, he's a freshman coming in from Oglethorpe. It's him. It's really just that freshman group in general, because, like the freshmen, it's just like, yeah, really.
They have to grow up. Okay. If you could pick one dream college game to play in, not a school, but one dream college game to play in, what would that be?
A game that previously passed, or just like
whatever you, yeah, in the future, in the past?
A game that I would dream of playing is definitely like a college national championship. Definitely, for sure.
Okay. One word that describes the 2025 Calvary Cavaliers football team.
Culture.
Setting the culture. Good deal. Okay. 2 more questions and we're out of here. What goals do you have for yourself and your team this season? And what are your dreams for future football?
The goal that we have as a team and myself this year, as a team in general, just coming together and just setting a new culture. Coach Cam coming in, he's heavy on that. On and off the field, as young men and as men on the field, staying together and stuff like that. And personally, just elevating my game and some areas where I had flaws last year, perfecting my craft and where my lows are. And the last question was what again?
And what are your dreams for the future in football?
My dreams is to go to college, All-American SEC, ball out there, go to the NFL, retire my parents, and just make a life out of football.
Yeah, you said that before, so sorry I put that in there twice. All right. Last thing. Last year, you're the freshman. You're the guy coming into Calvary Day School. So sophomore, but 2 years ago, you were the freshman coming into Calvary Day School. So for those younger athletes on the campus there, or the younger athletes that go in the area, okay, and they're looking to be just like you. What advice would you give them as someone who's been through the grind so far, early recruiting process, and is finding success? What would you tell them how to handle that, what to do?
First and foremost is to give thanks to God, like through the bad and the goods, because God is real. And that's just like having that faith in God is definitely what's going to take you far and foremost. Second of all, staying focused even when it's times where somebody might be getting more than you or just you might be better than somebody, but it's really just having a stay down mentality is what we call it. And just keeping going on your grind, like really, really, is just keep grinding and keep faith in God, really. Because like if I can do it, you can.
Nice. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I know you got a big game Friday night at Calvary Day School against Oceanside Collegiate. I wish you the best of luck, and your hard work, your dedication, and your outlook on the game make it clear why you're earning this recognition on and off the field. I wish you, the community wishes you the best of luck, and look forward to you guys making it to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, Mr. Mossy. I appreciate you.
I'll see you Friday night, Emerson.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. We had some internet glitches there, but, I've been watching him since he's in 3rd or 4th grade, and you could tell he was going to be something special, always following his older brothers wherever they were, whether it be at Islands High School or Calvary Day School. You knew he was going to be something special, and, it turned out that he chose to go to Calvary Day School, which is his prerogative, his family's prerogative. His older brother went there. I wish he would have stayed at Islands to follow his older brother, but, you only can do so much. But he's making a name for himself. Emerson Lewis, you're going to hear about that. Can't wait to see where he winds up. All right. Don't forget, this will be replayed on Thursday. This will be replayed on Friday. Last week's show will be replayed tomorrow, 6 to 7 a.m. on the Superstations, 104.3 FM. You're watching the coach, Carl Tomasi, on the Savannah Sports Report. Up next, we're going to be talking to Coach Antwain Turner, coming straight from practice from Bethesda Academy. They'll be playing their first regular season game on that new field, even though they played last year at the end of the season. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3060. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day. Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary Day School, it is so good to say we are One school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ at Calvary Day School. We would consider it a privilege to meet with you and your family personally. Call Alicia Bain, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299. Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room, if you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
What's up, sports fans? It's the coach, Carl Tomasi, and you're watching the Savannah Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, live on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage. And remember, every Thursday morning and Friday morning, you're in your car from 6 to 7 a.m., you can hear a replay of the show. Thursday mornings are from the show from the week before, so tomorrow will be the August 20th show, and on Friday, it'll be this show, August 27th episode. All right, we're having problems with the internet here, so I got my screen back up. I got some glitches, but I got to talk to this guy because we know, and he'll tell you the same thing. It's great that these schools are getting these new stadiums, and Emerson Hill, the big grand opening. Well, they got the chance last year to play on their new stadium, but this will be the first official regular season game on that new stadium. He's been there for 20-something years. He's a leader. He's built that program from 8-man football to 11-man football. It's definitely a team in Skeezer that people know about. He's guided the Blazers to multiple region titles, state championship appearance, and then finally in 2023, he brought home the bling. So joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, good friend of mine, one of the best coaches in the area. He's loyal to his school, and he's done a great job over there. We're going to be talking to the head coach, Antwain Turner. What's up, Coach? How's it going?
Hey, going great. Thank you so much, Coach. I hope you can hear me. I had to make some adjustments to my internet as well. But, man, it's always good to see you, and I'm always grateful to be on the show. You do a great job.
Well, I appreciate you. You've been a big supporter, and you know me. I'm just like you. It's all about the kids. And, yeah, the internet's been acting wacky tonight. It's not as hot. There's no breeze. Right. There's no storm. Right. You can't figure it out. But, it's just crazy. But, once again, started off, last week had to be a big disappointment for you guys. You're supposed to play Thomas Hayward. Run us through that whole scenario, and how long did you guys wait to cancel the game finally?
That was it was a little frustrating in terms of, just the excitement, the thrill, waited, guys were waiting, and I just got to tip my hats off to our coaches and our guys. I mean, they waited. The fortunate thing for us is we were in the same situation in our scrimmage versus Windsor Forest a week before. And so we had to wait as well. And finally it cleared up and we were able to have the scrimmage. And so our guys kind of knew what to expect. So our guys were waiting patiently and thinking that there would be a good answer at the end. And unfortunately, I couldn't go into the locker room with the same, fire and excitement we went into last week. We had to kind of go in and let them know unfortunately we had to cancel. So we will reschedule. Right now it's penciled in for October 17th. And so the guys are excited about that. But right now we've kind of directed our attention to Hilton Head Christian, which is Friday night.
I was a head coach for a long time. I know you're always looking for consistency. And there's a saying I love. There's two things a head football coach hates. Okay. Bye weeks and homecoming. But you've had to deal with like bye weeks for 2 weeks. How is that affected the team's rhythm, and what's been the message to keep you guys motivated? I mean, you could only hit each other for so many practices.
That's true. It's been tough, in terms of waiting it out. But fortunately, like I said, we were able to scrimmage, last week against Windsor Forest. And so we had 3 scrimmage games to prepare us. And so, we make sure that we're running and we're conditioned. But we're, again, like you said, we're 3 weeks in the hole. Hilton Head Christian's coming into town, but they've played 3 games. It's different than having scrimmage games versus being game ready. And so we're just eager to get on the field. And it's almost like a slingshot. We keep pulling these guys back further and further and further. Eventually, hopefully Friday, we can finally let them go. So as a coach, we just talk to our guys about resiliency. And so what better way to talk about resiliency than have to deal with some distractions along the way? And we talked to the guys early in the season, say, listen, we're going to have to, be able to overcome distractions. We're going to have to be able to really fight through the adversity, and you never know how the adversity or distractions may come. So we've got to gel together, stay together, and just keep our heads level so that we could, be ready to play on Friday night.
So you played for years. You've been playing games at different places. Last year, the year before, mainly Daffin Park. How many times did you get on that field last year?
Last year, fortunately, was our first time being Orangeburg Prep when we had our first playoff game. Was our first opportunity ever playing here, at Bethesda. And I mean, just to relieve the excitement, just to be able to walk out of your backyard and to play your game, and not, I had to reschedule the way I do home game itineraries, because normally home game itineraries for us, we still got to factor in travel. We still got to factor in traffic. We don't have a locker room when we get to Daffin Park, stuff like that. And it's just, we're very gracious. Daffin Park has been very gracious to us and great. We're so grateful for, their hospitality. And we've been able to play there, and they've, kind of marked us down every year. And that's been great for us, but you really can't call it home. And so finally we get a chance to come home and have home field advantage. And we're looking forward to it.
Okay. So you're taking the field for the first time, on a brand new turf, only played 1 game in the playoffs, home field. Now, Bethesda's been all over. You guys have been road warriors for I don't know how long. So how big of a boost, and how are these kids biting at the bit to finally play in front of the Bethesda football community on their own field and call it first regular season game?
I think it's exciting. I think for our seniors, for the guys that, have had to go through, again, getting changed here, leaving here, and traveling. And then, again, you really got 2 away teams playing at a neutral site. It's, I think it's fascinating. And I'm very excited for our seniors, our younger guys. Our 6th graders don't know any different because this will be the only thing they know. But the guys who've been here, the coaches who've been here, alumni who are now coaching with us have also had to go through, again, playing at different stadiums. Played at Memorial, we played at Calvary, so we played at different spots. And so just to be able to have your own, I think the excitement for these guys, we've got some traditions that we're getting ready to start. We got a rock, we got a bell. It's just exciting. And so we're getting ready to start traditions, and we're getting ready to just have fun and enjoy this moment. It's going to be an exciting moment when we hit that field, again, in front of our home crowd, and we don't have to travel. We're here today. We're here on Friday. We're waiting around at our place. We can be relaxed. We set our schedule. We're just excited.
Well, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Savannah Sports Report with the host, Coach Carl DeMasi. I'm talking to the head football coach of Bethesda Academy, Antwain Turner. He's been there for 22 years. He's done a great job. I just got to ask you this question off the cuff. How does it feel like that you don't have to cut grass?
It is it's tremendous. We don't cut grass, and now we get a chance to groom grass. So you go from cutting to brush, but you don't have to brush every day, And so it's just it's amazing. Because I'm gonna tell you. So in the playoff game, all right, don't tell nobody I told you this, all right? But in the playoff game, I actually set up the yard markers, and because game, you set your yard markers, set your pylons. But I just realized, I was like, wow, the officials kicked them out of the way and said, you got numbers. I said, I know, I'm just an idiot, man. I just, So it just, you know what? We don't need yard markers. We don't have to go cut the grass. Even in practice, you can really teach the game of football. Angles, spacing, it's tremendous just to be able to have a field where you can really start talking to the guys about the game and what the details of the game, that when when you don't have marks, you don't have grass, you don't have all these things that a turf field can bring, it can be difficult. And you would learn how to just deal with the hand that you have and work through it and be resilient. But now when you have it, now it's time to really take the guys to the next level.
And we're talking about a football field, lighting a football field, the hash marks. People don't realize how important those kids need to know what the hash marks mean and
Absolutely.
what areas they got, what zones they got.
Right.
It means a lot. And when you got it already laid out there for you, you don't have to do it every other week for you. It makes a big difference. All right, let's get to this kids, okay? Every season you guys are in the hunt. New kids come in, new leaders. Who are some of the key players and leaders that the fans in Savannah should keep on top of or keep their eye on this year?
Well, I think everyone knows the Big 22, number 3, our wide receiver, Riley Wesley, a tremendous ball player. Very, very excited about him. He's definitely somebody you want to keep your eyes on. Jordan Cheever is our running back, and he is a horse, and he is going to be fascinating to watch this year. He's a ground and pound guy, catch well out of the backfield. Orlando Chaney, all-state defensive tackle. We're playing him at offensive guard this year, and we'll play some defensive tackle as well. But very, very exciting because he gets his hands on. He can pull, he can trap, and he's a big guy coming around that corner. I mean, so we're very, very happy about him. We did get a transfer in from Savannah Christian, and that's Isaiah Redman. And Isaiah Redman will be playing defensive tackle, defensive end for us. And so very excited to have him on board, as well as linebacker from BC, Isaiah Jones. Isaiah Jones is, again, another fascinating player, very physical linebacker. Some of our linebackers from last year had to grow up a little bit. And in the state championship game, we saw their youth, but man, they have been in the weight room. They've bought into what we're doing. They've run track for us. I mean, they've done the little things. So Nick Jackson is our middle linebacker that I think, you'll hear a lot of. And Kamon Young is a young sophomore, but boy, he is coming. I mean, he is fierce. He is a kid that, again, the community needs to know. Backing up Jordan Cheever is also, we play him, and sometimes when we go in our different formations, our 2-back formations, and that is Jeffrey Armstrong. Plays running back for us. Our backup running back also plays outside linebacker. He's another kid that we really need to keep our eye on. And our offensive line is just fascinating. I mean, I think if they get their hands on it, we'll be in trouble. We're probably packing. I know Savannah Christian, not as big as Savannah Christian. I heard Baker.
Yeah.
I know they're 6'3", 290 averaging across the board, but we probably have about 1,500 pounds that we're packing as well. And so it should be a good year.
What about the quarterback and the other kid over there named Turner?
That kid there, I think that kid is also a player that you probably need to keep your eyes on as well. He's finally had an opportunity to have a full summer. He kind of got thrown in the fire last year because, we had an injury from one of our quarterbacks. And so Jordan Turner he's been working extremely hard. And he's a dual threat quarterback. He went from a 4.9 in track to now the summertime for the Scouts. He ran a 4.6. So he's been working really hard in the weight room. He's lifting now 235 on the bench and squatting 350 and cleaning 200. So his body weight, body size, he's ready now to take, I believe, his game to the next level. He's ready to lead this team. So he's one of our captains this year.
All right, last question. I got my next guest ready, and I know it's time for you to go eat some dinner, I guess. So what's your overall outlook for the season? I know we did this at the, at the Optum Orthopedics Prep Sports Report Media Day, but, now you've had like 3 or 4 weeks since then. So what's your overall outlook for the season? What goals have you set for this team on and off the field?
So, off the field, I'll start there. Our goal is to be a 3.2 GPA football team. So before we go out and we compete,
Nice.
before we go out and we prepare or do anything, we actually don't start practice to 4:30. So we're in study hall before we start. So we'll push our time back to put our money where our mouth is. We really want our guys to be student athletes. We're having meetings with some of our guys and teachers, and we're wanting to make sure they can get their GPA up holistically. So we're on the guys, if their grades drop below a 74 at any time, they're doing consequences for us every single day till their grade come up. So we're really adamant about making sure they are taking care of their business academically. We'll be sending out grade reports next week. And so we'll start the process now of making sure academically we can take our game to the next level. We're all about character, about, we can, the X's and the O's, coach, that's the fun part for coaches. That's the easy part. You get the Jimmys and the Joes. Oh, man, you just tell them where to go, man, and just watch them work, But really taking the time to develop the character of these kids, working on the academics and work on the holistic person, that's what we're all about, So coaching from the inside out. Our athletic goals are pretty simple. Our number one goal is to win the region. Our number two goal is to host the entire playoffs. Our number three goal is to get to state. And this year, we don't want to be denied. Our goal is to win state. We're making no apologies. We're making, we're not arrogant. But how do we get there? We got to eat an elephant one bite at a time, and we got to take it one game at a time. So these guys, that's their goal. That's our team goals, and we're going after it this year.
Well, Coach, you do a great job. I know I tell you this every year. If I had my sons were younger again, I'd love for them to play for you. You never have and you never turn down anytime I want to interview you. You do a great job, and the kids love you over there. And I always thank you for coming on. And you're one of our games of the week. Jeff Moeller will be there covering your game against Hilton Head Christian. So Prep Sports Report will be repping you right there. So always a pleasure, Coach. Always fun talking to you. Always love seeing you. And you do a great job. Keep it up. And I look forward to maybe some more bling on other finger.
I really appreciate what you do. You do a tremendous job for these kids in the city, for coaches and programs. And we really appreciate what you do. And one game at a time, Coach.
All right, go eat dinner, and I'll talk to you Friday night. And as they say over there on Ferguson Avenue, go Blazers.
Go Blazers. Thank you, Coach. Take care.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Just a great guy. He's been such an example over there for those young men to look up to mold or model after. Coach Turner does a great Coach Antwain Turner does a great job over there at Bethesda. And once again, you can hear the Blazers are going to be in the thick of it again this year. All right, my next guest's waiting. He's been here a long time. He's been here all day. We got to talk Georgia football before the season opens up. So he's the other guy. He's the OG host on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. And of course, Brandon Bain of Rubbin and Grubbin. He just doesn't know about NASCAR. He eats, sleeps, and breathes Georgia Bulldog football. I can't believe the plethora of knowledge this young man has. He'll be up after the break, so stay tuned. You're watching the Savannah Sports Report with the coach, Carl Tomasi, right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Now heard Thursday mornings, Friday mornings from 6 to 7 a.m. on the Superstations 104.3 FM. Be right back. Talking Bulldog football. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day.
Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary Day School, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ at Calvary Day School. We would consider it a privilege to meet with you and your family personally. Call Alicia Bain, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open.
Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day.
Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary Day School, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ at Calvary Day School. We would consider it a privilege to meet with you and your family personally. Call Alicia Bain, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style, we are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And what's up, sports fans? You're watching the Savannah Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, hosted by the coach, Carl Damasi. And this is where both shows come together. That's right, Rubbin and Grubbin,
That it
heard
is.
every Wednesday night, 5 to about 6 o'clock. Well, Lawrence, which is 6 o'clock, okay?
Yeah.
And then my show goes from 7 to 8, but I know Lawrence, which goes 7 to 9. But, Lawrence Bennett, the OG, the mastermind of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Yes, we're the 2 last shows standing out of the shows that we had. So
That it is.
I don't need this now because I got my guest here. I'm usually got my guest over the internet. So this is Brandon Bain. They've been doing Rubbin and Grubbin now for over 5 years. Go to the YouTube channel. You can watch the reruns of the show. It's everything NASCAR. I don't know. Lawrence has 5 pages of notes like I do. This guy comes up here and goes right from the top of his head. I mean, so it's pretty special. And, he's been talking about the Bulldogs. I said, we got to talk about the Bulldogs. I know I'm mainly geared towards high school and college, the local sports here. But you know what? We got to go a little deeper into Georgia football.
This the weekend, Coach. And we got local kids there, too, man. We got to keep up with them as they go,
Well, this young man has a plethora of knowledge about Bulldog football. So my question to you is, everyone knows you host Rubbin and Grubbin, but you're also, I would say, one of the most passionate Bulldog fans I know. How did you become in love with Georgia Bulldogs?
Oh, man, my family. I mean, family forever. My family's not from Georgia, right? So when my family moved here and established in different branches, my father's family mostly, right? I have cousins. I've got a cousin that graduated in '92. My sister, my brother-in-law, my cousins are there now. I got a cousin up there. Mackenzie Baines up there right now. If you saw last year Georgia Tech game and the ESPN special coming in, the red coats and the trumpet player, that's my cousin, right? So
really?
Yeah, man. It just ties into UGA all day. We bleed black and red over in my way, man, no matter what. Like I said, win, lose, or draw, always a dog, baby. That's what it's all about. So.
All right. So now we know Georgia over the last decade has set the standard in college football, and specifically now with Kirby Smart, who's only lost 19 games. But do you know this? When they're favored by more than 38 points against the spread now, they're 0-12.
We don't ever
look.
Georgia is not a spread team. We don't cover that spread 9 out of 10 times, like you just said. Actually, let's go 10 out of 10 times. We don't cover that spread, right? I don't think we're really built to do that type thing. Kirby. I mean, let's say we have coaches, right? You've seen them throughout the years, and when it's time to run the score up. And I don't think in today's college football, we don't have to have that 56-17 bludgeon anymore to prove a point, right? Like, we're not based off style points any longer. We're based off conference play, and we're based off those 12 teams that get in. So,
all right, now he's been all over me the last 4 weeks. What makes you so excited about this season?
I mean, I'll tell you what, I think the biggest thing that makes me excited about this year compared to last year is like coming in last year, we knew what we had, right? The year before coming there, we're like, man, so many years here in the last, let's go COVID year 20 to now, right? I mean, so stacked. The way that Kirby built the program and staff built that program and recruited, it's just you had one after the other, from the Nolan Smiths and the Kobe Deans to, I mean, on and on, endless players that come in, linemen to cornerbacks to running backs to wide receivers, right? I think that is one thing that we do at Georgia, and that's why when you say, okay, Georgia is the new standard, we can go back and forth. That's not a saying that you're going to hear me say a lot. I don't think there is a new standard. I think the standard is you go out and you do what you have to do, you handle your business, and you let the chips fall, right? But I think Georgia is one of those programs. Kirby built it. Obviously, he learned from one of the best, in my eyes, the best to ever do it. Nick Saban. You learned how to build a program. You learned how to get young men and young adults to buy in. But what Kirby is having to deal with now, NIL and money and egos. And a lot of different things, and still to be able to compete on a high level. I think last year we overachieved. As a Bulldog fan, we overachieved last year. We beat Texas at home. We won an SEC title. We did these things on a team that people really didn't think. Georgia was the #1 ranked team last year in college football in drops.
Right.
Okay.
I know.
We got to clean that up. We can't do that again this year with who we had back there. You can't do that. So, and still did good. We won an SEC title last year, man. Come on.
All right, let's go. He's watching behind the scenes. Good evening, Coach D. Okay. Just please remind Brandon that the sun doesn't rise and set with Chase Elliott.
Well, look here, man.
We're not on Rubbin and Grubbin, Lawrence.
I know. I mean, look, I love my Chase Elliott. He's a Bulldog fan, too. He's going to be there. He's going to root him on. He knows.
Well, we're dealing with an LSU Tiger.
Yeah, I know we are.
So,
they're going to have their hands full.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad because, good Lord, thank you for getting rid of Brian Kelly from Notre Dame and sending him to LSU. All right. So, every year the Bulldogs reload. New talent. So we know Gunnar Stockton. Everybody has got him under a microscope. Who are the players you're keeping your eye this year? Maybe breakout stars, key returners.
So, I mean, obviously, I think the best thing that we have going on is a Kirby-built defense. No matter what we have, we're very young on both sides of the ball. And we all know in football, it starts on both sides of the line, right? We got to have the offensive and defensive line. If you look at last year, Georgia is always ranked in the top 5 in the nation, NFL and college football, on the biggest offensive line per weight per size, right? We couldn't move a tadpole off the ball.
Last year. I think we were 15th. I'm saying we now.
Right.
I have some money invested in it. My daughter's a dog graduate. Okay. I mean, we were 15th in the conference.
Yeah. And that's rough, right? And especially it goes, one thing snowballs into another, right? And I'm not a guy that goes, okay, I was mad at when we hired Bobo back. We had Todd Monken. It's a pro guy, uses a stepping stone. You did what you had to do. You had a pro-style offense on a elite amount of talent on the offensive side of the ball, and did what you did, and you moved on, right? So, Bobo, okay, if you go back and you look at Mike Bobo throughout these years, you really go look at Mike Bobo's career when he's at Georgia, offensive coordinator. It's really kind of what started RBU, if you will, for Georgia for a decade and a half, right? Running back you. Think about it. You go from Noshawn Marino to Todd Gurley to Sony Michel to Nick Chubb to DeAndre Swift to James Cook. Right? I mean, throughout all these years, and he had a lot of good of them. But the best thing about it was the Bobo offense, which I don't think is today's college football. It's not my forte. I think that we need somebody different back there. I will say that. I'm not mad at it. If we win, we win. I just think that you have to establish the run game in his style of offense, because if you don't give the opponent that look and that run and that threat, then your screens and what you want to do on Mike Bobo on 3rd and 9 and run up the middle ain't going to work. I mean, it's 2025. Running up the middle on 3rd and 8 ain't working.
It's not going to work anymore. So, hey, if you're just tuning in, it's the Savannah Sports Report with the coach, Carl Damasi, with the host of Rubbin and Grubbin, the other Coach's Corner show, Brandon Bain. We're breaking down the Georgia Bulldog football going into this weekend's game against Marshall at 3:30 between the hedges. All right. You're a diehard dog fan.
Oh, yeah.
Give us your game day routine. Any traditions you stick to before the game, or just see what happens?
This is what I do. All right. I'm very true and religious about certain things. Okay. Over the years of my work course, I had to work Saturdays for about the last 6 years. Okay. But pregame on that 9:30, we're up, we cook, we're outside all day. We pregame before this game comes on. We watch it. Whatever clothes I have on, if we win, I keep them on. Okay. I don't wash them. I don't change my outfit. Now, the first time that we lose, I'll never wear that again for the rest of the season. And if we lose bad enough, I go out back and we sacrifice that to the college football gods. Okay. I don't keep that in my repertoire, but no, it's going to be a good season, Coach. We got, like you said, a lot of bright stars. We're very young. All right. But Kirby did say, he said, this is probably one of the youngest teams he's had in a long time there, but they're hungry and we're healthy. And I think a lot of people sleep on us. When you look at the SEC as a whole, all right, you got LSU returning quarterback, South Carolina returning quarterback. Guess what? Yeah, we got Simpson over here at Alabama, but new starting. Art Manning, Arch, you started a couple games last year, dog, tore that butt up. Now you get the real one, right? You only have 4 or 5 schools. Vandergrift's gone out of Kentucky. I mean, there's just so many kids that now we're first-year quarterbacks, right? And I'm glad that at least we have Gunnar Stockton, which, if you don't know, everybody wants to hate and doubt and put it on Gunnar Stockton's shoulders. You better go look at the Georgia high school records of what Gunnar Stockton has done. And look at the quarterbacks that have come out of Georgia. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are 2 that came out of Georgia in high school, and he owns the high school passing records. So Gunnar Stockton can ball. It's not a question of can you ball. What the question is up front, can you protect them long enough to ball?
Yes.
Can you give them the time? Can you open the gaps? Can you protect?
You're talking to an old high school football coach. You win the game in the trenches.
Yeah.
You have to win on the offense and defensive lines. And, yes, don't forget about the special teams, too, which we've been special at that, too, over the past how many years?
We're going to be special again this year. It brings up another name. A lot of guys, I don't know if you know out there, we got Zachariah Branch coming over from USC. I talked to you about this a couple weeks ago. 5'11", 6 foot, 180 pounds, speedster, track star, and from a football player's son. I mean, he's a great pedigree, right? Now, wide receiver. There again, can he step up? Can he be that freshman that shows that speed that we had and actually have true hands? That's what we need. So.
All right. So Georgia, we know, has been in the national spotlight since Kirby's been there. So what do you think it will take for this team to get back to the college football playoffs? Well, they're not going to get overlooked this year.
Nah.
And compete for another championship.
I think we do what Georgia does. I think that's what we do. We keep our head down to the to the notebook. We grind it out. We read, we study, we play hard, and you do it harder than anybody. When you look at who's in college football now, as far as coaches that really motivate and turn a team and take the talent and make talent the talent,
right?
It's Kirby Smart. I mean, when you really see, and staff. Let's not just say it's not just Kirby. UGA has upped that game over the last decade
right.
of strength and conditioning coaches and university and what we put into our program, right? So they really have. I think it just comes down to just doing what we normally do. You go out and you practice for this. This is what you do. You eat, breathe this. Go out and let it all hang out. And as long as we stay healthy, okay, catch passes. All right, we can't have the drop balls. And I think defense
run the ball better.
Yeah, I think defense is going to be great. But I think if we can move the line of scrimmage a little bit better on offense and give a little bit more time, I think we're going to be just fine.
And you're excited about the two kids up there from Georgia, from Savannah.
I'm extremely excited. Elijah Griffin is going to be an immediate game changer on that DL.
Mm-hmm.
You can mark that up. That's a big boy, and that boy pushes. So you better chalk it up. If you hadn't heard the name yet, which everybody has, 5-star, #1 DL recruit, #1 defensive player recruit in 2025 class, by the way, out of Savannah, 5-star.
Right.
So he's got some time. You got Thomas Blackshear up there, another wide receiver coming out. A couple other guys that are sliding in there too, but again, I think Elijah Griffin is that guy on the DL that can really push around his weight, especially at an 18, 19-year-old kid. Sky's the limit for that.
All right. Before I give you the last question, which is what this is all about, I'm going to throw rapid fire question at you. So you got to answer. No explanation. Just go for it. Okay.
All right.
Describe Georgia Bulldogs' identity in one word.
Oh, hungry, fierce.
Okay. Favorite Georgia Bulldog player of all time.
For me, hype-wise, no, Sean. Come on, Superman.
Okay. Best Georgia game you've ever watched or attended.
Whew, now that one's rough, man. I tell you what, it's got to be the Natty. I cried tears. Got to be the first Natty. I mean, come on, man. Come on.
Georgia made me cry.
Against Bama? Come on, man. I've been waiting on that one for a decade.
You weren't even born. Georgia made me cry.
Oh, no, not that one. No,
1980.
Yeah.
Georgia beat Notre Dame. Made me cry.
Made you cry.
And I was a grown man by then, okay?
No, that was a good one. Now, game-wise would probably be the Notre Dame game in Athens. That was probably the best one.
No nail how boot?
Nah, wasn't quite. I mean, I was there, but not quite there to get rowdy.
I can answer this before I even answer it and watch how quick this comes out. Which SEC rival do you most love seeing the Dogs beat?
Come on, man. Got to be Bama because we don't beat them that often. I got Now, Florida, I will say this. Florida's just been a chump change. I'm not worried about that. That's kind of like put the second string in. DJ Lagway, we're not worried about that, man.
Okay.
But Bama's the one that we all want. I mean, come on. That's the standard to a Georgia dog. That's the standard that we always want to be.
Okay. Breakout Bulldog this year. Breakout Bulldog player to watch this season.
That's rough. I tell you what, man. Go offensive. Stockton is one I think a lot of people don't have on your radar, and you're putting a lot of pressure on him young, but the guy can play. He's been in a lot of big games in high school. He showed potential last year. He showed grit. I think that if he can lead the team, take the leadership role, get some people to buy in, game on. Defense, man, I tell you what, I hope it's a hard-hitting safety, but we'll go defensive back. I think Everett's going to step up a little bit this year and kind of take on, Starks role and different other guys role in that CB that we're always going to be good at. Kirby does a great job in that secondary. So,
and you heard he's been working Saturdays for the last 6 years. This is going to be one of the first one he's not working.
Yeah.
Favorite tailgate food on game day?
Oh, on game day, look, I'm classic, man. I like that good old American tailgate backyard barbecue. I'm good with burgers and dogs and baked beans and mac and cheese. Deviled eggs, I mean,
that's a tailgate.
Yeah, deviled eggs are my downfall. I will say that. Now if you bring deviled egg, you're like, yeah, I'm bringing. You better bring like 4 dozen because I'm good for at least 18, 19 of them, Coach. But yeah.
All right. Go-to pump-up song before kickoff.
Before kickoff, I don't know. I'm old school, man. I don't even know if I really listen to music before, like, to get hyped up, because it changes so often. Again, it just brings back the glory days for me. I mean, my days of being 17, 18 were those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. We beat Tim Tebow the one year in Florida with the dog stomp, and I mean, I saw some cool things, right? Good old 10-2 seasons under Mark Richt.
So what's the song?
I don't think there really is one, man.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of let it go. I like more of like the interviews and kind of the UGA film productions they put out in game day videos. Kind of my thing. Not more or less a song, but I like your video.
Okay. Now this relates to the other show. Okay. NASCAR driver you'd compare. Not Chase Elliott.
Okay.
NASCAR driver you compare Georgia's style of play to.
Woo.
Since you're the NASCAR expert,
Well, I tell you what, in today's age, somebody that's there right now, I would compare Georgia to a Kyle Larson. That's who I would compare Georgia to. Okay, very humble, very etiquette, right? We always have
Consistent.
that. You know, we speed a lot. Unfortunately, we do have that in common with
Yes,
NASCAR.
we do.
We
Yes,
speed
right,
a lot
right.
in Clark.
Yes,
County.
Clark County. Yes,
It does happen.
the
okay?
campus police in the Clark County.
Yeah,
police
yeah.
have,
All right.
Okay.
But you know, at the end of the day, I think if you look at it, Kyle Larson is really good. The talent is there. It's never a question of the talent. It's a question of can we show up on this week, any given Saturday, and perform to the best of our abilities. I think that's what Kirby does the best, like Saban did. You challenge yourself to be the best. He doesn't expect anything less than perfection. We're going to do it a million times until we get it right, and we want to always be hungry. There is no I, right? It's all
Right.
us, you know. So,
Okay.
I'll go Kyle Larson.
Okay. Last rapid fire question. More nerve wracking: a Dawgs fourth quarter drive to win the game, or the final laps of a tight NASCAR race?
Well, I'll tell you, I got to go with the Dogs fourth quarter drive to win a game just for the simple
Against
fact.
Alabama.
Yeah, and just for the simple fact, usually I ain't got no money riding on the Georgia game. All right, in NASCAR, I got a little bit there. So if I got somebody there for some money, of course, I'm hoping for you to win. But no, Georgia, I think I definitely more nerve-wracking in that. Just so many more variables. And in NASCAR, there's a lot too, but so many more variables than football, man. Anything can happen. How many times have you seen it, Coach? You know.
Yeah, I know. So, all right, lastly, Brandon Bain, Rubbin and Grubbin,
Yep.
the host. Of course, his mastermind behind the scene is the OG, Lawrence Bennett. So it's been a lot of fun here, combining the two shows tonight, talking about Georgia Bulldog football. I even got some NASCAR in there for you,
You
too.
know I do. I appreciate
Okay,
that.
so what's your message to Dog Nation as we head into this new season, as we take on We Are Marshall?
So there ain't, I mean, as we take on Marshall, I mean, come on, guys. I think if we play right, we rep right, look, we got a home opener. Finally, we have a season home opener. We're so used to opening the Georgia Dome or away on the road against Clemson or this and that. And finally, we have a young team. I don't consider a rebuild year. I think I considered last year more of a rebuild in a way than I do this year, right? And again, it kind of wiped out back-to-back years. Just stay humble, stay faithful, man. That's what it's all about. We're faithful fans. I say at worst, 10-2, 11-1. I think there's two games that we might give up. I'm not going to say which two. I think it comes down to the mindset. I think the Bama game is the first test. I mean, that's the one I want. I don't care. I don't care if we go 4-8 after that. I don't care. I want that game at home worse than any other.
Yeah, but Georgia fans,
I know they're not happy with that, but I will take that all day long. I don't care. I think there again, I think Florida's going to be a good game. It's going to be a little different this year, you know, moving in, depending on what they do. I think the Texas game being moved back into that November slot, that's our last big game of the year at home. I mean, we have a lot of things in our favor. I think it's stay humble. I think don't expect of what we've seen over the last 3 to 4 years of a huge explosion off the bat. Don't get too hyped up over what you watched the first few weeks. Let's see when we get to that Bama game at home. Let's see really when we line up caliber for caliber, where we're at, how we do for a fourth quarter game, adjust. But I think 10-2 at worst. I think 10-2 at worst. I think we make the playoffs no matter what. I think we can definitely go back-to-back SEC champions the way the schedule lays out, as long as, again, we keep our nose down, we don't look up, we stay humble. I think what hurts us the most is being young. But I think being young, you learn quick.
There you have it.
I like it.
From the Atlanta man, Brandon Bain, the host of Rubbin and Grubbin, of course, with
That's
the
it.
producer, Lawrence Bennett.
Go Dogs, baby.
Great job. Appreciate it.
You know.
All right. Time to finish out. Yeah, hand that microphone over there, because I don't know you to go over there.
Oh, no. Hey.
Start talking with Lawrence. We got some choice words. We don't have the spit bucket here, whatever you guys call it. Swear bucket. Sorry, not the spit bucket, okay? So, and, hey, thank you. You need to check it out. Go to YouTube, Rubbin and Grubbin, Brandon Bain, Lawrence Bennett. They do a great job. Please subscribe to their YouTube channel. They also got a lot of gifts they give away. They also raise money for charity. So go check it out. It's Wednesdays from 5 to 6. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. Check it out. And Brandon knows his stuff. Another young man that can just shoot it off the top of his head. And I got 5 pages of notes right here. So, but anyway. All right. One guest we missed tonight was Spencer Walden. Okay. He had a last minute. He couldn't make it in here. But I'm telling you, this young man is very, very talented. Okay. I told you, 912 Suspense on YouTube. He's trying to get his Instagram channel back. But I'm telling you, he went and filmed the BC Buford game in the rain with his brother. His brother stands at one end, he stands at another. And I'm just telling you, The hype is unbelievable. Check out this video of Stephen Cannon to Bubba Frazier to tie the game. Yeah, they tied the game. They were down 7. They tied it on just great. Just yeah, people. Sorry, got to get the right screen. There we go. I mean, that's him from the end zone. And then, of course, late in the game, it was already 42-7. Cannon takes it in on a snap for a touchdown. This is all 9-1-2 suspense. Go check it out. He's got 20 minutes of highlights from that game. He'll be going game to game like he did over the previous years. Check it out. Okay, I got to get my right screen back here. There we go. So this week, Carl's Corner, what high school football means to local communities. You just saw that little video on BC. Suspense, 912 Suspense. Go to YouTube channel, subscribe. He has over 1,000 followers, 17,000 views on that 20-minute highlight reel he put together. So high school football is more than just a game. It's the heartbeat of our towns. It's a culture. It's a tradition that lights up Friday Night Lights and brings people together, especially here in the South. I was a high school coach in the North. We're lucky we got 200, 300, 400, 500 people on a Saturday afternoon. Yes, when you get to the championship games, you pack the house. But I'm telling you, nothing like the culture here in the South. It's about classmates playing side by side, families cheering in the stands, neighbors united under the lights and under the delays. The field becomes a town square, which Savannah was built on, okay, where everyone belongs and every play matters. Each game is a gathering of generations, mothers, fathers, grandparents, friends, all coming together, neighbors, to support their school. These aren't just distant idols. They're their classmates, their friends, their siblings, okay, their neighbors. That connection makes the energy in the stands electric and personal. Football, high school football is something special. For many, game day is a social anchor, a highlight of the week, and a powerful reminder that community is built in moments of triumph, teamwork, and shared spirit. On the field, students learn more than touchdowns. They learn discipline, teamwork, and resilience. Football teaches life lessons. Balancing schoolwork with practice teaches time management. Trust among teammates creates lifelong bonds. Facing adversity builds character. Do you get back up when you get knocked down? Okay? Do you get punched? Do you keep on coming, or do you stop? These lessons echo behind the gridiron, shaping who they become off the field. Traditions run deep, from school marches to walks now to alumni homecomings to tailgating. The football field holds memories where grandchildren walk in the footsteps of their parents. BC is a perfect example. An old rivalry sparked new stories. In many towns, high school football is a legacy passed from generation to generation, a living, breathing chapter of shared identity and pride. It really, truly takes a village to build our young people. Football is part of that village. Booster organizations, they run fundraisers, parents man the concession stands, bands and cheerleaders set the tone. Behind every Friday night game is a dedicated network of volunteers banking on school spirit and community pride. High school football also has a unique way of bringing hope. After tragedies, which we know school shootings now are a common thing. Tough times, a community can gather under the lights and find strength in unity. The game becomes more than a sport. It becomes healing. It becomes a process to make people forget about life's tragedies. It's a reminder that hope can glow brighter under the lights when you're in the stands and they're full with people you care about. So no, a high school football game just isn't a game. Okay, it's about point. It's not just about points and plays. It's about belonging, tradition, character, connection, and community. For towns everywhere, high school football isn't just played. It's lived, felt, cherished, and brings happiness. That's Carl's Corner for this Friday night, because football's here. College football kicks off this weekend. NFL kicks off next weekend. I think we don't have a weekend without football all the way up into February. And now we're going to have these spring football leagues. So football's going to be around for a long time. On that note, like I say every show, please say a prayer for what's going on in this crazy world. Help somebody out. Be nice. Smile. Nice gesture. Make someone else's life special, whether it's for 10 minutes, whether it's for 10 seconds, whether it's for 30 seconds. You could be that person. In this crazy world, we need people coming together. So whatever you're doing it today or tomorrow, always hit it out of the park. And until I talk to you, or you see me or hear me, may it be best week ever. Once again, Thursday and Friday mornings now on the Superstations, 104.3 FM. You can hear the replay of the Savannah Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. And don't forget, it's presented by Coach's Corner, where it's all food and fun since 1991. I'm out of here. Have a good week. Go Dogs.
Hey, sports fans, looking for